musicals today. And one of the most recent musicals that's come out that has taken my classroom by storm, and I assume many other classrooms across, well, wherever this movie has come out, is Encanto. Encanto, I saw it, and I want Sean to give us his opinion. I want him to tell us what he thinks it's about, because he has not seen it yet, because Sean is so hipster that he's behind the trends. So, Sean, tell us a little bit what you think about Encanto. What do you think it's about?
Look, first of all, I refuse to identify as a hipster, because that's the true hipster thing to do, is to refuse your identity. Second of all, the trailer of Encanto makes me just want to pack it up and go home, because the conceptual side of thinking of a plot is dead. Clearly, the writers were out of ideas. Coco, the afterlife. Oh my God, that's great. You can kind of step into that and suspend your imagination a little bit. That's great. Soul, I guess, also the afterlife. You can suspend your imagination a little bit, step into it. That's great. Inside Out, what? Your brain is talking to itself. There's little characters in your head. You can suspend your imagination a bit. You can totally step into that. That's great. And I'm like, okay, Disney, Pixar, animation conglomerate, what are we going to come up with next? And then they throw at me Encanto, and it hits you over the head with, we're a family and we all have superpowers. And I'm just like, I can't really suspend my imagination for that if I wanted to. All of you have superpowers.
I think that's really stupid. It's the one and only. Because all the other things that you said about the afterlife, Soul is about a guy who's in the afterlife and then he's trying to get back. And then you have the third movie that you said. What did you say? You said
Inside Out.
Inside Out, where they're where different people are living inside. Those sound so much more ridiculous than a family of magic powers. I mean,
no,
come on, we live in an age
of
superhero movies.
Right, where it's oh, look, it's a real person being a superhero. Look, I'm Captain America. I've been in your mind since 1940, right? This Encanto thing, it's all right, now we're just going to jump on this Marvel cookie cutter train of, ooh, look, superheroes. And it's I don't know, if you want to make a superhero movie, go make Black Panther. Go make Marvel Endgame Part 12. Don't try and Inside Out a superhero.
Just for the record, Sean doesn't watch Marvel.
Right.
I do.
Because I have standards. I have standards of culture. Just talk about this for a second, right? If everybody is pressuring you to do something, if everyone says jump off a cliff, right? Would you do it? No, because cliffs are dangerous and you'll fall and you'll probably skin your knee. But if all of a sudden that cliff was, I need you to sit down and watch this thing on Netflix because everyone else is watching it, that doesn't inherently make it good. And wouldn't you rather go watch something that maybe you can introduce to the world, or that is not what the world is telling you to do? Because, I don't know, maybe you just be an original thinker. But instead, no, everyone's no, you got to watch Tiger King. No, you got to watch Marvel. And it's okay, we're all telling the same story. Nobody's bringing anything new to the table, right? I like to bring things that are new to the table, which is why I watch.
It is. I will give my quick review of that movie. I've only seen it once, and I know the music. And I will say that it doesn't convey any significance. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I appreciate it for what it is. And what it is it's a child-friendly musical, and just a really good, it's really well done. The animation is awesome, the music is really catchy, but there is no significance to it. There's no meat on it for me, especially as someone who loves philosophy and talking about things that aren't usually talked about. It is just a good time. It makes a statement about where our culture is.
So
and not just our
culture and our current state of being in the year Anno Domini 2022 is insignificant and for children.
Yes. But I look at the world as it is, not the way I wish it was.
You may say I'm a dreamer. but I'm not the only one.
Is that from the Muppets?
No, it's John Lennon. It's that
Oh,
song
oops.
where everybody remember the start of COVID where everyone was like, oh, we have to do something. And all the celebrities were like, oh, we have to do something. And so then they did a Zoom recording of Imagine by John Lennon. And it was just a bunch of celebrities singing. And they're like, this will stop the pandemic. It was that song.
I do remember that. I have to go do a field trip and take my students to an art museum. So I'm done.
Well, I have to go on a field trip and go back to my apartment. Probably going to go to sleep.
Long, long ago, there lived these joyous, creative creatures called humans, or people. Little bundles of biomatter that inhabited the Earth.
Earth, the third planet from the sun.